Today's top stories. The GSM is today. No major rule changes to be discussed. A maintenance GSM coming up. The United States Parks and Recreation Committee in turmoil after an exodus of members, while President Castro appointed chairman. The Roads Committee, on the other hand, takes a new direction in a reorganization to follow in the footsteps of the Transit Committee. And the exclusive tour of our studio, all coming up on the EyeOpener. This is the MRT EyeOpener for Saturday, May the 20th, 2017. Good morning and welcome to this inaugural edition of the EyeOpener. The story that dominates today is the GSM. It will start about 8 hours from now at 1900 Colonial Universal Time, that's 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The deadline to submit things to the GSM, such as road and airport proposal, passed 2 days ago on Thursday afternoon, and now the staff must meet once again this year. Unlike recent GSMs, though, no major rule changes will be discussed. Instead, the GSM will mainly be for maintenance and clearing backlogs of requests. MRT News Channel will sign on at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or earlier if needed, to live stream the GSM public portion, and we will also live tweet the GSM at MRT_News Channel. The real top headline, though, is the United Cities Parks and Recreation Committee. It has already been in turmoil for the last few weeks, but worse than one on Monday. 3 of the 4 non-MRT International members of the Parks and Recreation Committee signed. So 123, member of the Freedom Party, and Independence Camel Fantasy and Fred the Time Lord, with 2 of the 3 being So and Camel being part of the Great Society. This is believed to have been a response to Captain Champion RDO releasing the new framework for the Parks and Recreation Committee, which would divide the committee into 2 teams and put them on a schedule. They apparently were trying to implement it without the approval of either Mr. Soso or President Castro, even after repeated warnings, although Mr. Chimpy has repeatedly denied this, saying that it is instead a suggestion. Quote, in addition, following the resignation of Mr. Soso, Mr. Chimpy attempted to start an election for chairman, even after the president told him that there would not be an election as he would pick the chair, which is believed to have triggered Mr. Fred's resignation. 4 remain on the committee: RDO, Captain Chimpy, MD455, and mine_man_, with the former 3 being members of MRT International. Later on, though, on Thursday morning, President Castro got into a conversation with Mr. Ardy, in which he implied that he would not pick a chairman, blaming the inaction of the committee and saying that chairman is not required for it to function. For his part, Mr. Ardy blamed the news media, stating that he was playing it safe because of the existence of an, quote, establishment bloc nitpicking everything we say. In the shadow of the Parks and Recreation Committee, there was the Roads Committee, which has, like the Parks and Recreation Committee, been in a period of change. A30 was formally completed last Monday, and on Tuesday evening, along with the reorganization of the Roads Committee, was done by the chairman, JP Golf 4321, which included the opening of a form to request road building. This form allows towns to request the construction of new bureaus to link into the road system, similarly to the Transit Committee having a form to request transit links. Mr. Golf also stated that there will be meetings scheduled once there are some form responses. In addition, the Roads Discord channel was closed off by President Castro, making the committee even more like the Transit Committee. This, however, is not the end of A30's style projects, as Narnia 17, a member of the committee, submitted a proposal to the GSM for the construction of A40, which would be a proposed connection between A30 and A50 as part of the A0 Beltway. This proposal will be looked over later today at the GSM. And now, some messages from our sponsors.
Fly, Panpuno skies, going Vermilion to Birchview in 2.5 seconds. Well, that's 30 minutes in MRT time, so who cares? But please, fly us. We have really good business class, really good.
And we're back to the eye-opener. Last Thursday, some maintenance was done on the MRT's web-based services, which took it out for 7.5 hours, specifically the Dynmap, Wiki website, and file server. The maintenance included a few updates, notably including the size limit for files uploaded to the wiki being increased from 2 megabytes to 5 megabytes, as well as the bug that kept uploads to 1 megabyte being fixed. In addition, the file server also had HTML pages added to it to make it more user-friendly. An extreme lag incident occurred Wednesday when TPS dropped to historic lows. TPS dropped to below 2 according to some staff members, when a plugin called MindTrends was stuck in a loop trying to connect it to the internet. After about an hour, Frumple came on and restarted the server, disabling the plugin. Minecraft Yoshi 26 has announced the starting date for the 7th season of The Amazing Race, June 10. Forms are still open, but they are going to close soon. June 10, of course, is 3 weeks away from now. And now, a tour of our studios, made by myself. Here it is. Hello audience, this is the Peace Tower, the headquarters of MRT News Channel. In Moss Pride, but we're not looking at that. We're looking at the actual headquarters studios of MRT News Channel. And this is me, your Chief Angus Scully Zoffman. I'm just gonna walk around. Moss Pride is a pretty scenic town. Inside the doors now. Let's just go to reception. The studios themselves are 3 floors tall. That's the elevator. Let's head to the newsroom now. But of course, this is also my studio. Still sub for MRT EyeOpener, but the MRT news report is later tonight. These are the cameras where they film from. Oh yeah, sorry, this is how we trick the screen into capturing on camera. This is what the back actually looks like. Now here's the newsroom where all the stories that you see in the wiki are made. And this is the screen you can see up there. It's a little another floor. We'll go head over there in a second. Pretty scenic actually how tall this place is. We're gonna head to the second floor now. This is the second floor. This is our main daytime studio, just a tiny little desk, not as big as mine. This is the weather center. That's just a round table, and of course the actual giant green screen where you can film stuff standing next to it. And now to floor 3. Floor 3 actually has a studio and a control room. First we're going to the studio. This is the studio for kitchens and pandas. Not really very decorated. They haven't exactly moved in yet, but there's the little round table, the sofa. And here's their screen, and you can see they're the only studio which has an actual window outside. You can see Moss Prize from there. Now here's the control room. Yep, that's where everything gets controlled from. Just screen, tons of levers to control everything. That's the screen for my studio, Studio 1. And over there is the main uplink. That's where the thing that you, the viewer, see comes from. Then I head back down now to the outside to show you one last thing. Hello, here we go. A little bit on the upside. And there's the train station, the Interrail station, where the Dinky service stops. And yes, it's called the Dinky service. And here to the far outside is a parking lot. This is one of our vans, the other one is off on the story right now. Pretty cozy inside. Get another control. You can see on the top of the dishes for uplink and then the piece to again. And that's for a feature story for this MRT EyeOpener. Skelly Zomperman, Ron's Practice, MRT News Channel. And that's it for the MRT EyeOpener. I'll see you later today for GSM coverage and of course for the MRT News Report. For also us at MRT News Channel, have a happy day.